Capricorn, hello. How are you? My name is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel, Embracing the Chaos. Here on my channel, I like to embrace the chaos that's going on inside us. Now, more times than not, it shows out in your 3D. Just know, sweetheart, if you got drama going on in your world, then there's drama going on inside you, and you really need to sit with that energy and see what's going on. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you. So let's see. What's going on with Gemini? I just did a Gemini reading. My bad. Capricorn. This could be about somebody you're dealing with. This could be a situation that's not a love related. It doesn't have to be love related, okay? Let's keep that in mind. And the roles can be reversed. So I'm just reading the energy. You know where you stand in your situation, okay? So let's see. Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn at this time? Oh. Are you going through some kind of legal matters with somebody? Somebody taking you to court? 111 on the timer. Looks like Archangel Michael stepping in to help you here. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Smell the roses. Good. Good. You're taking you some you time. You're chilling out. Maybe you're wanting to. Some of you wanting to. You are. That's why I seen that legal matters, right? You just went through a divorce or some kind of breakup. And you create some kind of distance. I'm trying to get situated here. I don't know which way I want to sit. You could have had enough. You been in this fog, been in this place of uncertainty. Yeah, want a break from it. Could have been dealing with an opportunist, someone's ego. You could have been dealing with somebody's ego. That would have been a masculine energy. Capricorn. Somebody's trying to control the situation with you from their ego. It's ego based. Last but not least, you could have a masculine that's in their field and they ain't telling nobody. They're keeping it to themselves. They don't want you to know. Well, let's see. What don't they want you to know? Capricorn. I'm in love with you. But they're suffering because they don't want to speak up about their feelings. This person could have been operating from an ego place and this masculine energy, and I'm afraid of commitment. Yep. So this is an avoidant, someone that's avoiding, they avoid, let's say that you try to explain to this person certain things that you didn't like in the relationship, because that's a healthy way of going about it, right? This person would have been someone that would have told you that you were always trying to fight and argue with them by expressing yourself. I've never understood that. How does expressing yourself or how something makes you feel argumentative or trying to fight, especially if you're not doing it when there's arguments already happening, right? If you're waiting or as it's happening, hey, I really don't like it when you do that. A person that cares, that respects you, is going to hear. They're going to listen to what you're saying. They're not going to take offense. They're not going to get on the defensive and want to attack you back and take it that you're attacking them. Even if you're coming, you're a little bit, if you're like me, I'm animated. Oh yeah, I'm animated. So if you're animated or you get excited real easy and you could be like me and your voice kind of rises a little bit, it doesn't mean that you're screaming and hollering at them. You're just trying to express yourself. And you're used to having to yell over the top of people because in most relationships, that's what's happened, right? So if this individual is someone that you've tried to communicate to, and however you communicate, and this person has told you things like, you're always trying to pick a fight, or they're avoiding. Okay. They are avoiding what really is the problem. Because a masculine, an actual masculine, a man, not a boy, is going to be firmly convicted in who he is as an individual. And that man, if he's a man, if he's an emperor energy or anything like that, is going to not take offense if you are elevated a little bit. Now, I'm not saying you come at him and you're... No. I'm not saying you screaming at him from across the room. No. But if you sit down, or if you're, hey, I really don't like it when you do this, and they really won't listen, they don't care. They just don't care, because an actual masculine, an actual man is going to set aside the emotions, because they understand you. They understand that the feminine energy is emotional, because we feel all those emotions and they're running through us. A masculine, an actual masculine, a divine masculine, is going to understand this, okay? They're going to set that aside. They're not going to take that into consideration, okay? They're going to see it, well, they will a little bit. They'll take it in, okay, so this really is a big deal if you're coming at them and you're kind of urged, the emotions are really strong in the situation. They're going to take that into account, but they're going to set that aside. They're not going to take offense to it. Then they're going to listen to what you have to say, and they're going to allow you to speak. And then an actual masculine, if they know it's something that they're doing, they will apologize. They will take accountability, and they will actively do something to make that change, because they don't want you in that space of feeling like you aren't loved or you aren't worthy. Okay? So this is not an actual, it may be a man, but a real man can speak what he wants. Ace of Cups. Love yourself. Love yourself, babes. Love yourself more than this relationship. Because if you're dealing with, and I don't like using that word, but if you'll see that word right there, that N word right there, I don't like using it, okay? Egotistical opportunist, telling you that you're this, that, and the other, you're too much, you're fragile, you're this, that, is not an actual masculine. He might be a male, but he's a boy. He's looking for a mommy, and you ain't his mommy, okay? You're not his mom. So love yourself. Because the right one, the one that's meant for you, is going to treat you right. There you go. There you go. King of Pentacles. Love yourself. Allow the masculine within you to see this, to love you more, to care for you at this time. Because whoever this is, they created the distance between the two of you. They did. They did this. Because they didn't give you that safe place of peace within yourself. Because they didn't value. Five of Pentacles. Can't show you that card. Well, I can, but they did not value. They left you out. They could have kicked you out with nowhere to go. And this person is fully aware that you're struggling, okay? And they don't care. They don't care. They have ill intent. Ooh. They're trying to control. The Devil with the Queen of Cups. So they're using you. They're blame shifting. I'm feeling like a blame shifting, guilt tripping. They want you all up in your emotions. They're definitely trying to keep you in. They did not. They could have made a better choice. They absolutely could. But they didn't value the connection. So you're kind of needing to listen to your intuition. They could have kept some kind of secret love affair from you. You know what choice you got to make without me telling you, though. High Priestess here is telling you, but I'm a High Priestess. And I'm telling you, this person did not value you at all. They didn't have respect for you. They left you out in the cold. So if you're in the States like me, and they left you out in the cold with no place to go, and they're fully aware of that, and they didn't do anything, that's not a masculine. That's a boy. Regardless, a masculine would put his feelings aside and say, hey, look, I don't want you sleeping in your car. I don't want you jumping from house to house. I want you somewhere warm. Come stay here. I will sleep on the couch. Okay? That's what a masculine would do. Not let you fall on hard times like that. Look at there. Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, babes. Loving yourself is the best thing you can do for yourself. 3 of Cups. This person could have had... Oh, they tried to reconcile with you and you said, remember I didn't have anywhere to go and you kicked me out in the middle of the night and I didn't have nowhere to go and I had to sleep in my car? Oh, no. Yeah. This person is regretting not taking care of you the way they should have took care of you. Yeah. There's others around them that's creating a lot of back and forth energy within this person. They want to come towards you, but that's why they're suffering in silence, because they're listening to other people in their, their friend group, whatever, their family. And that's got them going back and forth. Like they want to come offer something, but because what everyone else is saying, it's got them hung up. So instead of actually being a masculine energy and stepping up and taking accountability for their actions and coming towards you and telling you, hey, I'm sorry, blah, 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 they'd rather sit over here and suffer. They could be watching you from afar. Like if you have anything online or Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, any of that stuff, they're watching you. And there's other ways that they can be watching you. They could be watching you through others. They could have watchers watching you. So if you live in the same community as this person, more than likely, they're hearing from word of mouth what you're doing and trying to keep tabs of you that way. Yeah, because whatever outside energies that they're involved in is what's got them still hung up. They don't... So if there's been a space, and I feel like there's been a time where this could have came back together. You two could have talked things out. This person is really listening to everyone else and taking everyone else's advice instead of taking the advice of themselves or their higher self or listening to their intuition. That's why they're suffering in silence. Yeah. There's the 2 cups. Yeah. They're listening to others. That's why the conflict is still going between the two of you. So if you wanted to reconnect with this person and you haven't been able to reconnect with this person, it's because of they're allowing everybody else around them to talk for them and to speak for them. And they're not telling that group of friends how they truly feel. They're not telling their loved ones how they truly feel. Okay, let's see how you feel. How does my collective of Capricorns feel? Strength. You're awesome. You're like, yeah, it sucks. Hands down, the situation sucks. But this is teaching me a lot about myself. This is teaching me just how strong I really am. That's probably why you just chilling like a villain. Because I'm pretty sure you're the villain in this person's story, especially if they're listening to other people. You're saying it took a lot of strength and courage to work through the confusion because this person left you in a place of confusion. A divine masculine is not going to leave you confused, okay? They're not, number one, they're not going to kick you out in the middle of the night, okay? Number two, they're not going to let you know that they have fears, that they're worried about anything, because they know that's going to unstabilize you. That's going to create chaos within you. And this person created a lot of chaos, and it took a lot for you to understand and work through that. Yep, I can see. And it's like you're taking on. So as you reflect on this, I don't know where you're at in the timeline, but as you reflect on this and you start taking in, you're starting to receive information that's really starting to sink in, and you're starting to see that this was not the connection for you anyway. And I feel like You're going to keep on keeping on, like the Tower with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. You're going to rise above this and you're going to shine so bright. They're showing me the glow up card in my other deck over there. So as things progress and move on, things are going to really start to blossom for you, and things are going to be way better. There's the Divine stepping in again. Can't show you that card. But then we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. So every tear that you've shed upon this situation, every heartbreak that you've had to endure, it was seen. And it's allowing you the space to step into your wherever you're at right now. You're actually in a position to actually heal from this in a more balanced way than possibly you have with your other connections. And that's because the Divine has their hands on you right now, and they're like really loving you and really doing a lot of healing. It's like really healing you, and that's because you were willing to step in a place to see, to learn from it, rather than to fight and argue and to try to get them to hear you. Queen of Wands, yeah. Staying in a wounded space with this is only going to keep you feeling stuck. It's only going to keep the energy around you stagnant, and you're fully aware of that. And that could be why you're out, going for a walk, checking things out, because you've learned from the past. And I feel like from the past situations, past people that you've dealt with that's just like this individual, they have taught you a lot about yourself. And now you're in a place where you're like, I've been down this road before, I've done this before, and I'm not doing it again. Good for you, Cappy. Good for you. Ooh, I just seen Empress. She went back in, but ooh, we got pre-Empress right here. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're learning from some kind of wounding here. The Divine's showing you that there's some kind of wounding here, and that's why you keep wanting to reconnect or trying to reconnect with this person. And the Divine's showing you something, and you're seeing that for what it is. And you're calming that mental mind. You're like, I'm not going to be stuck by this. I'm not bound to this. All the people in the world, and I'm going to be hung up on this one? Huh? This is not a Divine Masculine. I can assure you, this is not a Divine Masculine. Let's see. Moving forward. What do you need to know moving forward? Be patient with your fire energy. This could be healing some kind of promiscuous activities from the past. You could have impulsively got into the situation with this individual, and that's being healed at this time. So that's good. Okay. The Sword of Truth with the King of Cups is coming in. You're going to have to accept something here. You could be hearing some kind of truth. You could be receiving some kind of truth from this masculine. There's a recognition of something here. Oh. Yeah, you're going to hear from them all right. They're going to want to call and explain this to you, that they've been listening to Joe Bob and Gina and Tom and whatever. I'll just throw some names out there. They're going to want to come and say something to you. They're going to come say something to you because they realize something here. They realize that they need to take some kind of action. But this person ain't going to do it no time soon. Knight of Pentacles. They're going to slowly come around and try to offer up something. They're gaining clarity about what it is they truly love. But they're still stressed out. It still stresses them out. Offering love to this situation has still got them 9 kinds of twisted. No, honey, no, 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 no. Let's go. No. There's somebody better for you. Eight of Pentacles. Because they work through their own bullshit that they put you through? Come on. Oh, now they feel sad because they missed an opportunity with you? What do you mean they missed an opportunity? They had something good. They had you, and they crapped on you for what? They didn't give you a solid foundation. They left you confused. They left you out in the cold. They cared not about you. Now, for some of you, you may want to go back, and that's great. I'm not throwing no shade towards anybody that wants to go back to this. I'm just trying to encourage you to be better for yourself and know with truth, with conviction, that you deserve better than what this person, whoever this is to you, has to offer you. But you know your situation better than I do. But I'm just telling you from the energy that's surrounding this reading, that's what I'm seeing. You deserve so much better. So much better. Let's see if you have anything coming towards you. Does Capricorn have anything new coming towards them? Different deck. Okay. Does Capricorn have anything new? Well, here's what's going to happen, lovelies. You're going to go off and you're going to better yourself and you're going to get better and things are going to be better in your life. This person's going to come in and they decide that they love you. It's in this moment that the way you're feeling right now is actually going to shift out of this. You're going to shift away from wanting to be with this person. I know right now you're wanting to be with this person, but you're going to fix into shift. That's going to shift because the longer that you stay away from this person, the more and more stronger your internal guidance system is becoming online, and you're going to be able to see what the codependency was in the situation. And it is because finances. They left you with nothing. And you're going to see that the only reason why you want to go back to this person is because right now you're in a place and it's difficult. But when you get out on the other side of this, sweetheart, you have nothing to worry about. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. That's yours. On the other side of this. For you, for your children, for your friends, everything. It's going to be so much better. It's difficult right now, but you're going to see. And you're going to be happy with the decision you're making. So you keep doing you, babes. You do what's best for you in your situation. I'm just a YouTube reader. But I'm telling you, for the energies and for whomever this resonated for, that's what I was seeing. And I do hope you were able to come to terms with this and you're warm and safe wherever you're at. And until we meet again.